When you think of the word hacker, it may conjure up the image of a malicious programmer infiltrating a computer system. But many so-called hacker groups are made up of entrepreneurs and programmers working collaboratively to foster innovation. Social media giant Pinterest and Canadian startup Pebble were born in hacker communities. Katy Levinson is the Director of Development at Hacker Dojo in Silicon Valley. Thanks for coming on the program.
My pleasure.
I need to ask you, first of all, why, given the negative connotations of the word hacker, you put it in your name?
I think that you can answer easily in that a lot of groups have reclaimed words. The African American community and the gay community do this. But I think what's more important is hacker is such a core word to us that we'd almost forgotten it was controversial. We think of a hacker as someone who takes something apart and puts it back together different. And I understand that most of the popularized stories about people, repairing things like you repair a clock with a hammer, but it's a much broader term. And it really wasn't until we started working with people like banks that we realized, oh, that's right, it carries all this baggage.
Katy, talk to me about the dojo. Exactly who are the people that are going to the dojo? Can I go to a hacker dojo? How does anyone get involved and participate in what you're doing?
So I think what it is it's just it's first and foremost a community, and it's that you opt into it. And we accept people of all varieties of shenanigans. Of course, Pebble and Pinterest are two of our most famous folks, but it's much broader than that. We really specialize in anyone who wants to make something, whether in their mind or physically or whatever else. But like the actual hows of that vary a lot. We have a very large number of programmers. We also have sewing machines. I've seen people come in on Saturdays and make curtains on the sewing machines. There's a juggling group. There's people who do yoga. I think it's just the idea of a community that's centered around being excited about making things or even excited about doing things is rare outside of college. And we'd like to offer that kind of community to people that are not necessarily between the ages of 18 and 22.
Yeah, you bring up college, though. I guess fans of these sorts of centers, some of them argue that it's much better than traditional education alternatives. For example, going to do a computer programming degree. I'm assuming you agree with that. Tell us why it's better.
Well, I have a degree. I don't think that they're replacements for each other. I went to get a degree to get a firm understanding of computer science in a very, very quick, fast fashion. I went because I had a scholarship. If I had to do it again from a price point comparison, it would be incredibly, prohibitive for me to go to college in normal circumstances. I think that the reason the dojo is so powerful and important is because we haven't really figured out a good way to teach programming in mass. A lot of the graduates from most colleges are really hit or miss. Programming interviews tend to involve a technical demonstration of skill that you rarely see in other fields because this is, one of those things which is frequently taught, master to apprentice or master to student. And I think that a peer learning institution like the dojo is very well suited for that. I think what's more important is that we encourage people to be passionate and creative without providing the structure of how the end product's going to look. And I think that's something we really lack in our modern life. Particularly if you look at the way kids' lives are super scheduled. I think that it's important to put all of the all the creativity and the skills and the talents in this kind of combustion chamber and light sparks and see what takes.
Where do you want to go now with the Hacker Dojo? Where do you want it to grow from here? Do you have future plans as to where you hope this idea takes off to?
Well, first I want to get out of trouble with the city of Mountain View. That's the first and foremost. City of Mountain View has been, we're located in Mountain View, California. The city has been quite distressed. We don't fit very neatly into any of the little check boxes they have as to what kind of, are you a school? Are you a factory? Are you we don't really fit in any of those boxes. And that's been expensive because they want, we have to basically retrofit the entire building to make them happy.
Beyond
once
that,
beyond that,
optimistic.
I want to build a university. I want to build like a campus, and people will go there and exchange ideas, and it will be like it won't be won't be like a traditional university, but the idea of having a place where people who are passionate what they do can go interact with people who are passionate what they do is powerful and is needed, because I think it's not right that we take kids who don't yet have the skills and certainly don't yet have the money, and they basically go away to almost a kind of a place, almost a resort. By the way, they market it with the fitness centers and and our cafeteria food is so good. Especially, I know the Canadians have kept a little more close to but the American marketing's awful.
It sounds fantastic, Katy. It sounds really good.
Yeah, I think that this has to financially make sense, and I think that the Dojo does.
All right, we're going to leave it there, but we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
It's the end of an era in the Canadian business world. Nortel Network says it has finished a sale of assets and businesses. That means the final chapter in the company's history is nearly done. Here's a look back at Nortel then and now by the numbers.